There we go. Got the picture on, got the separate on. Quality should be okay. Okay. 1080p. That should be good. Cool. There we go. One, two, three. That's 4. That should be fine. Still not used to the face camera, but that's me. I want them a little bit more in the back, but don't really have space, huh? Put it there. Yeah, it's a bit more distant, not straight in my face. I like that a lot better. Go. Yep. And again, I forget my normal light. That's better. That's a lot better. All right. Have some clips to unclip, because they could be cleaned, and then we do soldering time again. Okay, soldering is still good. Yeah, okay. The sponge is still wet, so let's go. It was a decently warm day for the Netherlands. It was moist, but thank God it was all doable in the weather. It's not too hot, and I'm happy with that. Made some small clips here, so I can protect the end of the LED strip a little bit more, because it's decently unprotected. I need to take a little bit care of that, because if that moves too much, then the LED strip itself will go loose, and that's not good. Which one is it there? Okay, man. There we go. That's one less. So the purpose of this one is there's a small clip in here. This is technically this one. And it goes with the LED strip, so hopefully that works. Because then you can protect the LED strip, so the points that will bend, where the wire bends, needs to be a little bit more protected than the first version I had. And hopefully this cover is enough that the wires can move around, but the end of the LED strip where the soldering is going on, that doesn't go loose, because that part looks soldered on. But in between those parts, the wire and the LED strip, there is just a tiny bit of glue. So if this bends too much like this, it will just disconnect. And that's that small divot here, or the small clip, protecting that area that it doesn't get loose, hopefully. That's what I think, so that's how I modeled it, and hopefully it's doing its work. Because otherwise, every time you move and install it, and it moves around, and the cables have a little bit of gravity, or while you're in a car and it's shaking too much, the wires can get a tiny bit loose. And I want to prevent that, because that's not good. So that's why we have small clips here. We have 2 more. I thought this was the second one. Alright, you have 2 more. And yeah, it needed a bit of support because it's literally printing in the air. Because the LED strip sits in here, so I cannot do a full cover like this. And if I print it like this, it doesn't bend that good. So I needed to print it like this for the better. And yeah, okay, there we go. Yep. Because I can print it in this direction or in this direction, but then this becomes more fragile and I want it bending like that and not break when it snaps on the small line that's going that way. That seems a lot safer. That's the time we take. And I need 16 layers, so need to tweak the supports a little bit more and hopefully get that fine-tuned so the dispatching or the removing of the supports becomes a lot easier, because now it's the thing is a little bit too fragile and I cannot break it because that thing is too fragile, so there's not really much that I can actually do, I think. Or maybe when I'm tinkering and removing the supports, there might be something. I forgot something. Go, found that one. There we go. I forgot to post links in the Discords where people might see it. I should not forget that, because if I forget that, then I have another stream of 0. Which, like, I keep talking to myself. I have no problem with that, but like that 0 just it hurts. If there's 1, then I'm happy. At least that's what I appreciate. Because if you start with your mind already, I need 100,000 viewers, otherwise, like, nah. If one person appreciates the things I do and checks it out, that means a lot for me. And again, I think the background sound should be okay. At least I hope so. Good. That's another one. Got 6 more, but those the sports are really nasty. This is a little bit better. There we go. Alright, getting the hang of breaking the support, so this one is now easy. That goes, put it a little bit in, break that one apart. That corner is a little bit nasty. Maybe I should make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to do. I don't know, yeah, it costs a little bit of time, but it's a relaxing point of like not stressing. It's even if I break it or snap it, it's just a small bit of plastic. That should be fine. I should be able to optimize this. There we go. Ooh. Okay, yeah. That corner. So I can decently rip it off, but I need to. So when these ones are done, I can adjust the model a tiny bit to make that part a tiny bit easier. But still, it's doable. It's not fully solid, that's why I went for small lines, so. So at least it's a little bit easier to break off, but those are the harder ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because let's see if this still works. Because new ones versus old ones. So the first version was a little bit too much support. It's like, okay, it's really rigid, but then it's like, how do you remove it? All right, crap. Both works, but this one takes a little bit less time. The other one is a hassle. I want some more efficiency to it. Okay, almost. There we go. Yeah, it's that inside corner that's a little bit rough, but it's still okay. It's still okay. Still gets clean stuff. But it really helps to protect the inside of the wires, because in the first lamp, I was bending it in and out and testing it in and out, so the wire got wrapped and bent, and then it just got loose. And I'm like, why is the health of my LED not working? Because the whole LED strip is just disabled by not being connected anymore, and because the glue got loose and the solder plate is onto the wire, that whole LED strip is instantly obsolete, useless. You can never use it again. Bleh. It's just like beep. That got me so mad. And then very carefully, and then it happened another time. It took three new LED strips to fix the problem, and I thought like, oh, this time I can do it safer and better. And then I'm like, oh right, I forgot. Come on, you can do it. Maybe I can cut it like that, because then I'm in an angle. Should work too. The lamp on top of me is good. Like, I had the chat box of YouTube there, but that's just the screen itself, and I don't know how to do the overlay where the chat becomes visibly readable for you guys, so I removed that because it was just awkwardly tiny and no one could read it anyway, so kind of useless. So I clean it up like this. But yeah, whoop, there we go. Nope. Can I just snap it like that? No, that's too much. Maybe if we do this cut. Oh, no, sometimes it works. Okay, I need to press it down a little bit. Maybe that works. 3 more to go. Yeah, hopefully the planning with Pokon is that he gets the print ready and I can pick it up on Saturday. I hope so. If nothing is delayed, that would be very awesome. And hopefully this week working on the LED strips itself, so the moment I have it, I can technically start installing, hopefully at least layer 1 already. At least that's the idea. I hope it works. If everything is going correctly, because that's the scary part. I assume his print quality is good, but then did I model it correctly? Did I shape it correctly? Did I do all the offsets correctly? I didn't forget something, right? Because the big lamp is literally 24 hours printing time. I'm yeah, I can make it thicker, but then the quality goes down. So it's just so scary. Of I'm gonna get the lamp, and then it's oh, will it all fit? Will it all connect? Did I model everything correct? And did I do the wires correct? Are the magnets all correct? I hope so. But it's got you nervous, man. It's also very excited, but also nervous. Ah, so nervous. Will I do it again? Probably, because that's me. Do I want to do it soon enough? Probably not. After I got the lamp finished and on the Maker Faire Hanover, and I'll probably make a simple version so people can actually just hopefully download it, or maybe a sell way and do something like that. That would be great. But I'm not sure yet. This is just a cool prototype to actually just make, and the goal for now is make it 1.5 meters high, which is pretty big. Ooh. There we go. Okay, there we go. Because I want to install the wires with this system and put it in place. But one, I can't because I'm still waiting on one small part, which is I ordered now 12 days ago, and it's just not being delivered yet. And I called today and yeah, sorry, we had a delay and it's coming today. I have my hopes up because most of those companies say, yeah, it's coming today. There's a high chance they just forgot it and they don't want to say it, because then I will put a bad review online. So this is the best solution they have, saying it's coming today, so it should be in the mail tomorrow. And I bloody hope so, but we all know there's a high chance it's still not there. And I hope I'm proved wrong and that it's actually what he's saying. But yeah, you never know. You never know until it's get delivered tomorrow, and then yes, thanks, I was proved wrong. But if it takes 2-3 more days, then yeah, see, I told you so. Then you can say that. See, I told you so. Okay, this pad needs a little bit more moist, because it is something, but not enough. So be right back. Well, you can still hear me until I get to the water. Yeah, it should be fine. Now I cannot hear the radio, but should be able to keep talking. Alright, there we go. No, turn off the lights. Don't forget that. There we go. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Let me grab a sip of drink. Need to stay fresh. Always don't forget to not drink and eat, because if you don't do that, that's not healthy. Okay, we got that one. We got this strip. I think I'm pretty happy with the wires, because then we still have some space in here that you can actually connect them. I want some more. I want a little bit more distance. This is plus minus that distance. So we're going for 1, 2, 3 more. So then we have a little bit more space, and the whole lamp distances area, the wires are not cramped up, so we should be able to add more. So. That's the bottom. Crap. Is this the correct one? I need to double check, because I think this is an old one that I can reuse. So this one can go over here, because reusing is there. But this is the correct one for the bottom, because the bottom layer is slightly different than all the other ones, because it needs more spacing. So I think it's this one. If I move this. Yeah, this is the correct one. Okay, cool. That's the correct one. Okay, let's put it just over there. You know what? That's fine. That's a good cable. Yep. So that is the correct one. So what's this? I have one separate layer. Why I have this one separate? Then I have everything is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Why is this one alone? That is 2, so why is this one alone? Did I make a misprint? I didn't make a misprint. I always printed 2 at the same time, so where's the other one? No. And no. Okay. At least that system works. Maybe it's over there. I will find it in time. Okay, so soldering here. Let's put that one over here. This one can get a little bit more out of range. Where is my... There's my soldering. There we go. There we go. Oh. I have having something in your eye doesn't help. There we go. Okay, we need all 3 cables. No, okay, well, I'm not happy with this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, wait, I'm going up, so this is the up one. That is going this direction, so now I need to make one that is at the bottom. I'm not sure if should I do the top already. I can also do the top. If I do the top, then I'll lock the distance in place. I'm not sure about that one yet, so I'm gonna make those strips. So this one, so let's grab a new strip, so store it over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but this one needs to strip down. Right, this one needs to be down. I cannot test this one with this setup, but the moment we get both sides I can test it, but not because I'm not attaching a data pin over here. Oh, right, is this a 4-pin? Oh, that's a 4-pin. Okay, that sucks. I can do that too with the new one, so I can grab no, I'm not doing it yet. So now I need to attach ground to here, right? Because then I need to double check, because if I do, because the first one is going up, then we go to the roof or to the next one. Next one is always straight up. So that is straight up, then it goes back down. Then at the bottom, that's the second layer we make, then the arrow needs to go down because the data goes down, right? And then it goes in this bottom and then it goes up again. So we need to solder these ones now, right? Yes. Yes. So now we have 5 volts first. Give it a little bit more wire because we have enough now. Where's my stick? There. I just preferably have a little bit more leeway in the wires than making a mistake. I have too short wires. That's not fun. Oh, that's definitely not fun. So keep the wires almost an equal length. It's just better. There we go. Oh, no. Equal wires. You can do it. There's always a slightly difference, but to keep them as close as possible, it's just ease your soldering, ease your installing, because then you don't have one wire that gets all the strain. Also didn't show them, but a couple days ago I made this boxes so I can store the wire a little bit easier and they don't unwrap all the time, because this spool is pretty big and then they unwrap and unwrap and unwrap, and like, I like this. I want to make it parametric and maybe upload it, but the printables or printables is not parametric yet. So the Maker World one is, but I don't want to upload to Maker World, so But I'm happy that parametric design actually works there, because then you can make this one and set different sizes and just be easy with it. Because like if you have a bigger spool or a smaller spool, you can just scale it down, actually reuse it. That would be awesome. I really like it, but they really need to do it, man. Alright, so let's see. Small piece. Yeah. One down. But yeah, Saturday I can pick up the parts, because the big one, my printer is currently not working. A little bit sad, but hey, can't stop it. It's just the printer knows I'm on a deadline. If the printer knows, if you're on a deadline, and like, oh, I really need this print to be done, and the printer's like, universe, good luck, have fun. I'm not working today. It's a point that always happens to a lot of people, right? It's, you have a deadline, or someone's like, hey, can you print this in 2 days? And like, it's a 1-day print. Like, yeah, I need it in 2 days, please. Like, you can charge some money for that, but you know at that point the printer knows, like, I'm gonna fuck it up because you're on a deadline. Yay. Oh, they did it. The printer just smells it. It's like, they know. They know. They always know. It's always at that point of like. So yeah, I had some help, and with that I can still finish the project before 20 August. At least that's the plan, I assume. Oh, temperature's not there yet. There we go. I always try to pre-tin, because then things become a lot easier to handle and soldering becomes a lot easier in total. Let me shorten it in a little bit. Let me push it down. Now the wire has some pressure, and then we put a little bit of solder on, and then it would melt into the pad. Feels like it needs some heating up. It is on temperature, so that should be fine. Okay, ground. We put the pre-solder on. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just do without and go faster, but I prefer to be a little bit slower and secure than making silly mistakes. because mistakes is not what you want to have when you have a project with around 400 solder points per layer. And yeah, that's a lot. Ah, phooey. Did the wrong one. It's easy to resolder at least, but that was data, not ground. I grabbed the black cable, not the blue cable. Derp. See, I'm already not awake. One step at a time. Come on. Now it's a color. I mean, technically, wrong color is not the biggest problem, it just sucks. But if you know, then you can work around it. Pretty easy. There we go. Another one. There we go. Okay, now I can get the male pogo pin. And that needs to go like this. Because now we have one female here, which is in the bottom. So we need females over there. Then we need a male and we need it on that side. So if we double check, this cable's on the inside. Power goes on that direction, so ground goes here. There we go. Right, because cable, this one holds, that holds simply, yeah. Okay, pre-tin again. Let's repeat the process. Ew. I forget on the port at that point again. Something I regularly forget. Do I have some piece over here? Nope, okay. The crimping part. I always forget those. And if I forget those, I have exposed wires, which I preferably don't. There we go. Cool, now we get those. Okay, repeat the process. Power left, earth here. Shrink wrap is in there. There we go. Go for the data. There we go. All right. I did a double check. At least this time I'm not muted. Oh yes, the stream was talking to myself for a whole hour. Well, no one could hear me. And that sucks. No one said something and like, let's keep talking. Oh, it happens. Parts of setting up, learning all the buttons, learning all the triggers, learning where everything is correct. And sometimes you need to learn it like this. And I got a dirty pin. There we go. Let's go. Okay, that's enough pressure. And there we go. One bit at a time. There we go. Power correct. Okay, that's one more. Now we go for the next one. Let's put it over here because feel a lot more secure if it is a little bit away from the soldering at least. Okay, grab the next one. I'm gonna grab a couple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a leftover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. I got enough for now. At least we have some. Can put the stack over here, and then we just need to keep remember which one is which where. And then when we install the tops, we need to be careful of it and just watch it. But for now, it should be fine. Okay, so now we're going up again. So now we can follow the arrow again. So now we get this one. This one over here. And ground is first, so. Hey, I found my other grip. That's fine. Oh. Yep, not a wise loose. That's better. Cool, that's better. That still needs some tweaking. I mean, it's a first prototype. And yes, the wires are extremely long, but it's much easier to have a long wire than a short wire which you cannot reach. So go for a little bit longer. Da-ba-ba. There we go. Black as lost. Go to the stripping part again. There we go. There we go. That cable's in the way. Okay, that's better. Oop, no, no, no. There we go. Yes. Man, I keep thinking I do things wrong, man. I'm not fully awake today. So I need to be a little bit more careful and take extra steps. Just one small step at a time. And then we get it home. Another pogo pin. Now we need the male side. Male side is power is that side, so this should connect like that. Yes. Power is on the right. Stripe is on the right, so that is now correct. Then we get power first. Why did I switch it again? Concentration is not there 100% today. But we're getting there. Crap. Again, I forgot the shrink wrap. I am not. I am just. Too many mistakes today already. I'm already feeling it like. Bleh. Crap. Can we flatten this so I can get the shrink wrap on? Can I cheese it a little bit with this? Okay, hopefully this is enough. There we go. Oof, thank God. Happy little mistakes. As long as they stay happy, I'm fine. Oh man. I already had a couple in the big bottom parts. Like I forgot it and like crap. Like in itself, it should not harm it because the wires should not touch each other. But by accident, if it happens, you preferably want to be ahead of the curve and have a little bit of more safety. That is this small shrink wrap. It's just a little bit more secure. Black cable. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we can do this one again. Install this one here. Resolder the pogo pin because that one is not clean anymore. Now this. Oh, there's a small dot on. Connected? Yeah, it's connected. Okay. I think I fucked up that wire a little bit. Yeah, it's not the best. Still bendable there, but yeah, okay, it's still fine. It's still fine. It's still fine. Then it's data. I'm ready. Ooh. I know I had not the best sleep tonight, and I took some more midday rest so that I felt clear, but I'm still like not there yet. Still not awake. But we get there. A little bit too much solder, but hopefully the cover can pass it. Should be. It's not that stingy around, so that should be fine. Come on. Nah. There we go. Sometimes you don't get the pressure. And sometimes you do feel too much pressure.
You are listening to 24/7 London Radio.
There we go. So this one we should be able to test. Come on. Come on, give me more cover. Okay, I think this is the best we can do. Yeah, it's the best we can do. Okay, so now we can grab these two, attach it to my power supply. I always like to check if none of the open wires are actually touching. Should not be the case. No, okay. So this one is what we need to have. We turn on the power. Now you see the LED, hopefully it's hard to see, but the chip inside is on. So when we grab this one and then we say, see? And then we have a working LED strip. With no covers, because so you guys really have trouble seeing it, but you see it's turned on, because the moment I turn off, see? Light is gone. Awesome. So with that, I assume that the other one is also working. Got a little bit more wire, which should be okay. We can push that one away. We can turn off the power of the power supply, because we want to be safe. Don't let it turn on all the time, because that's not safe. That's not safe. Right. Let me grab some drink. Now let's continue. Right, there we go. So now we went up, so now we need a LED strip going down. Because we have a LED up and a LED down. Yes. That's not rhythm. So 5-volt last. That's a pretty active song, so I hope I don't get... Was that correct? DMC8? I mean, the radio that I selected was a radio that claims that no royalties are needed, so this should not be a takedown, at least last YouTube didn't do anything, which is good. You want to be safe. Um, 5 volts first, so ground now, and there we go. Nope. Don't want to drop my stuff off the table. Data next. There we go. Doop doo doo. And then repeat this process a lot of times. Yeah. I get there. As long as I keep a steady pace of... I mean, if I do 16 a day, then I only need 5 days of soldering, and it's now Tuesday, so you have Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I'm decently good at pace. And after that, I have a lot of time to actually solder and program the thing. Because with the first version, it's just one template and that's it. I just didn't have time to actually adjust it. So it should be good. There we go. Yeah, I don't think this is the best stream, but it's something. To make weird, awesome stuff, you also need the boring stuff, and that's this. Oh, come on. Can we zoom in more? Where's that? Then I'm gonna forget that I've zoomed in and then showing things around that's not on the camera, of course. Down, going up, going down, going up. Yeah. I keep mind checking myself every time. Alright, so that one goes in, so it's worked first. Yep. Okay. Grabbing a new pogo pin. Needs to be on the male side. Females can go to the right. Because for now, we don't need them. Power on the outside. That is power. Power on the outside. Doing ground first. Yeah, ground first. There we go. Help. Almost forget it again. I almost forget it again. Hopefully here I don't forget it too much because that would be a shame. Okay. Power on the left, ground on the right. There we go. That fits. Double check, yes. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. I'm not happy with that one. That's better. Okay. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm a little bit focused on the wires, so that's why I'm a little bit more quiet. But this time we have background sound. The first room I didn't have anything, which was funny. That was just me trying to keep talking and talking and talking. Like, I was so focused on the soldering. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Let's see if that works. Oh, I should not pop there. Alright, let's try that. Let's really focus up and let's see if that works. So now I need to... So this is... It's really a small area now, but we'll get there. Ooh. Yeah, okay. This one is going down, so the next one needs to go up again. Cool. Ground last. Right. Yeah, ground last. Ground is last. But there we go. No, come on. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This one is not pre-soldered, so I need to do that first. A little bit higher. There we go. I like the jazz. It's a nice background. Probably not for everyone, but hey, It's cool. It, for me, it's hard finding an actual radio station, something that is royalty free. So for now, this is a good placeholder. Maybe I need to make my own library, but I'm not that good with music. I listen almost to anything. So I'm not sure how to make a playlist yet because I don't even have Spotify. So I don't even know how to do that or what to do with all the sounds. So if you're watching and you have suggestions, then I'm happy to combine a list out of that stuff. So what you guys like, because I almost listen to anything. As long as it's then not that hardcore beating fast, because that great sound, but well working like this, that probably not. But I am always open for suggestions. Now, come on. There we go. Come on. But yeah, I'm always open for suggestions. If you have any sounds that you like, and it falls in the thing like, hey, I can stream and work on that, and I will definitely make a list somewhere. Right, yeah. Ground data. Yeah, I found this station just, I think by accident I tried to search for it, but I'm so not good at searching things. Like, Google is really not helping anymore. I need to find a better search engine. Just like, I have trouble finding anything because like, try to use the correct terminology and Google's like, nah, I'm letting you click 5-6 times. Because that's what gets them ads. Because the more you click, the better. But as a user, or we as the product, that's frustrating. So every time you want to search something, you need to click so many times, and you only get ads and commercials and scammers. That like, great. Why am I still using Google, to be honest? Yeah. Okay, that one a little bit clumsily, but the wires sit, so not complaining. Yep. And don't forget the shrink wrap this time. Crimping. I always call it crimping, but it's shrinking. It's a shrink wrap, not a crimp. But in Dutch, it's crimping. So that's why I always got confused, because like everyone was crimping, but that's a whole different way of connecting cables and not like covering it up with shrink wrap. Which is, you think it's the same word, that creates mix-ups. It's really funny. Because every time I'm like, oh no, I don't want to shrink it, I don't want to crimp it. Like, I'm just like, oh, you mean that thing? That made so much sense. The moment I realized, like, oh, that's that. Oh, I think you're saying are making sense now. Like, oh, those are the funny parts. Okay, now we're going to this one. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're going ground first. No. Power first. It's still center? Yeah, still center. Okay, next poker pin. Then female to the side. Then double check. That's connecting in. You cannot see that, but that's grabbing, checking if the wire and if the markings on the magnet's still correct, because then I can assume the markets are correct and I can just use the markets. But sometimes if you make a mistake there and you flip it around and then the cable is not correct, that's not fun. I already had it happen one time. So power first. That's this side. Yes. There we go. Still had a small panic attack that I forgot the shrink wrap. Shrink rubbers. I was like, nope, nope, they're on. I'm good this time. No. Spare. Data cable, yes. Data bridge, cool. What? Oh. It fell off. Damn it. I'm not redoing that. 2 is fine. See? Forgot one. I forgot one. Going up again, so this should be fine to test over here. There we go. Switches, data stable. Yes, cool. Oop. Now we go to a LED strip that we cannot check again because we're not doing the other side yet. I will do that in the inverse when I get the plastic, because I need to test something at the top and cannot do it with the other test one because I need the total length to see if everything is actually correct, because I think I calculated everything correct, but then it's the point of like, I think I didn't. So I'm just nervous. Okay, so now we went up, now we need to go down again. 5 volts first, get the cables.
You are listening to 24/7 London Radio.
Let's get the cable. There we go. But yeah, the scary part is the whole wire mess of this part. So I feel a lot relaxer right now because I know that whole system was very scary. This is just one LED strip at a time, so if it breaks, yeah, one LED strip gone, but go, I can just easily replace it and resolder 6 points and be done with it. No, 12 solder points. Yep, 12. Pull my cable. Voltage last. And some people call me crazy. Well, at least I'm crazy and sane. I'm not stupid. Well, sometimes you're stupid. Sometimes stupid is great, man, because then you're just like, fuck it, just do it. Just see what happens. But most of the times I always like to calculate the things in head of what I'm doing, what I'm planning, so it takes so long, and then you get in the state of like, it's not gonna work, never mind. It's not gonna work, no, never mind. It's not gonna work, never mind. So sometimes it's really awesome to just be a little bit less overly smart or overthinking, over panicking, and then just see what happens. Sometimes that really is a great mindset. Well, some people really don't like it. Sometimes it's great. Because it makes you do the thinking less, and then you get to the point like, I can do it, instead of overthinking it again and again and again and again. And that doubt, yeah, that's not fun. I know that one a little bit too good. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Oop, that's a bit too much. Let's do. Now we go for the data cable. These are a little bit blobby. Still good. Alright. Shrink wrap. Do not forget, and keep checking they are not falling off like last time, because the last one fell, so like, oopsie. Oh well. Data. Power. Ground. And sometimes repeating what you're saying helps you remember doing the correct thing. Not always, but most of the time it's pretty helpful. Okay, there we go. Next pogo pin. Females go to the left. And then we have power. Double check with the magnet on the source. So that's power. Where does power go? No. And stay there, stay there, stay there. Cool. There we go. Nope, that was not good. Data. go. There we go. One more. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So now I need to go up again. Okay. Nope. There we go. One more done. Yeah, I'm not feeling 100%. Shall I keep going or? Ooh. Sugar is not stable. Damn it. All right. Well, at least I got something. Yeah, I'm done. Got some wires in, so I'm happy, but for now it's done. See you all next time.